Hello everybody, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So we're going to be heading over to the Amazon zone in just a minute because we're going to be starting the very first Amazon exhibit over there, and I'm very excited because I have lots of awesome ideas planned and I can't wait to show you in just a minute. But first, you may remember last episode I was a tad annoyed at the way the orchard turned out, so I thought the best solution would be to completely cut down every single tree that I planted and waited patiently to grow, and build a custom tree so that I can add all the HarvestCraft crops. And well, it's turned out a lot better than I expected, so here we go. Ta-da! Isn't it so pretty? It's really cute. It's everything. It's amazing. I just love it. I just love how it's turned out. It's just, I don't know, I'm sort of lost for words by it. It's really cute and it's adorable and it's a much better sight from my house than that sickly looking orchard. And it's pretty cool because at night as well it glows. There's like glowstone and things in the leaves, so it's very pretty. I'm just a bit annoyed that I sort of built it off center of this path. I was tempted to move it, but I don't know whether it would get rid of all my lovely fruits. But yeah, it has every single one of the HarvestCraft crops that can grow on leaves. It doesn't have cinnamon or what's the other one, maple, because those actually have to be in like the trunk of the tree, and I did try it but it didn't look as good. But we have this awesome tree and oh my gosh, I'm just so happy with it. So I guess I'm just going to harvest a few things up. I don't want to fill my inventory up, but just giving a little demonstration of how the tree works. And yes, I've said it, but I love it. I love it. It's much better than that orchard. So we're going to head inside now, and I've noticed that I have a chest from Jacob at the front. So I'm going to have a quick peek in there, and we'll see what he has for us. And then we'll head off to the Amazon exhibit. So yeah, let's give this a quick read. We've got news from Jacob. And we have two books in here. We have new arrivals and we have Psst. So I guess we'll read this new arrivals first. Okay, so dear fellow Zoocrafter, I have recently returned from a research expedition to Tasmania and have gathered together some animals and plants to add to the breeding projects running over at Oikos. And I still don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm sure Jacob will correct me if I haven't. Unfortunately, not all the individuals brought back with me are able to enter the project. For this reason, they are currently being housed in the QA centre next to my house waiting for adoption. So I'm leaving you this letter to let you know that you may at any time feel free to visit the QA centre and file for an adoption of an animal if you wish, or visit the plant area next door where interesting specimens will be ready for you to take home. Animals will be delivered to your house by Jacob along with care items. We are also very happy to receive donations for our animals. These usually include old toys, carpets and enrichment items. If you do not wish to adopt an animal but would like to still be of help, please use Oikos Jacob's home in the teleporters. If you have any questions, I would refer you to my episode 6 or 7 when it is posted, or you may contact me via my mailbox or Skype. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you over at Oikos sometime soon. Jacob, aka Sloth. And that sounds like a really awesome idea. I think that we might go ahead and we'll go visit some of the other Zoocrafters places, because we haven't done so since we went and took over all those gifts, the food hampers, a couple of episodes ago. So yeah, we're definitely going to go and we'll go over and we'll see if we can do that, if we can sign up for to adopt some animals. So that's definitely an awesome idea. And then we have this book and it says make sure you have the latest NPC files. I do indeed, and I've made sure that I have the correct water this time as well, so the speed build that I do a bit later will not look as ugly as before. But yeah, I'm just gonna I'll pop these two books inside onto my bookshelf because I love adding these books. I can't wait till we have a full shelf. That'll be amazing. But yeah, I guess we're going to head over to the Amazon zone now. I'm going to grab my axe and I'm just going to pick up this chest, like so. And I think I'm going to take a horse with me. Zambezi is the fastest, and let me just have a quick nibble on some of this garden soup. But I think we're going to take Maximus instead. Actually, should we? I don't know. We took Maximus last time, I think, and we ended up losing him. So yeah, I guess we'll take Zambezi. And the Amazon zone is quite a way away, so we definitely need the faster horse. But I'll show you a few things that I've done around the zoo as well before we get straight over to the Amazon zone. And you'll also see that I have laid out some plans as well for possible future exhibits. So yeah, I think the first thing that you'll notice is that I have added, oh wait, what is the first thing you notice? Is it the river? Because I made the river deeper and it looks a lot nicer than it did before. I've added this temporary bridge structure so that we can head across. I don't think the horses will fall through these holes, so that's completely fine for the horse. But I'm going to add like this nice themed jungle bridge across the river. I think that would be pretty cool. And also, I think what would be awesome would be to have like a little boat ride going along this river. I know that this is the river that connects up to my house, and there is a gap underneath the bridge there for you to ride boats through, so I thought that would be a pretty interesting idea. But yeah, I've also gone ahead and I've laid out some template ideas for possible exhibits. So over here we have tortoises, and this is just another like idea that I've got. And then we have the bat caves over here, and I thought it'd be like nice to do a little ruined entrance, like Amazon ruins or something. So we've got, yeah, bat caves there. I've expanded the jaguar design a bit, the jaguar exhibit, so it's a bit bigger. It'll probably have to be even bigger than this as well, but we'll get around to doing that in the future. Then if we head up here, this is where we're going to be building the aviary, and well, it looks a bit like a mess at the moment, but I will hop off my horse. I'm going to pop him in a safari net if I can find one. I've got a few free here, so we'll just pop you in there. And I'll give a quick demonstration, a quick tour of this little mess, and hopefully it will become clear what I'm doing and what I have planned. So yeah, this is going to be like the tropical like greenhouse place. It's going to have birds, it's going to have plants, it's going to have insects, it's going to have all sorts, butterflies as well, I think. And well, you head in here, you turn right, you go along, this is going to be like a path. These aren't going to be walls, these are just going to be rocks and things, and it's going to look super, super pretty. There's going to be a pond here, then there's going to be like a raised platform area where you can like go up and you can look over like a barrier into the pond, and then the path will get a bit steeper and you get a bit higher up, and there'll be trees and things, and oh my gosh, this exhibit is just going to be amazing. And then you follow this path, and then it starts heading down. There's going to be like a waterfall here which is going to run along this way, I think into that pond over there. And then yeah, you carry on along the path, and then you get down to this layer, and you head this way, and you go into this place here. And this is still part of the same building, but it's like a sectioned off room. So I was thinking of putting maybe some more like endangered birds, like birds that wouldn't fit with other birds in here, or like very specific butterflies. I don't know, something that would have to be segregated from the main area, but I'll figure something out. So yeah, there's going to be a loop around here, and then you head back into the exhibit, and there's a quick little zigzaggy path, and then you're back at the beginning. And oh my gosh, the idea that I have in my head for this, it's going to be incredible. So I hope that it works out as I have planned. Oh yeah, and then I have this little area here. I was going to add like a little treetop walkway, but I think I'm just going to scrap this idea now because it's going to be a bit confusing for this little tropical house. So I guess I'm going to get straight into a speed build, and I will see you all a bit later. So I've already explained what I'm doing here, but this is the sloped path that will lead up to the raised walkway, and I chose to use cobblestone. I was tempted to use podzol because that would like mimic the actual flooring in the rainforest setting, but I chose to use cobblestone just because I thought it would make a more like prominent path. And here is the little pond, which is a tad bigger than I expected, but no worries, I could deal with that. Most of this exhibit was sort of based on the islands area at Chester Zoo, and it's like this big tropical house, and you go inside and it's this natural like pathway, like the shapes of the rocky walls and the trees sort of guide you along a set path. So I tried to sort of mimic that here by placing down these oak fences and the rocky walls and things, and I hope that it turned out okay. And seriously, Carpenter's blocks are literally my favourite block ever. thought what would be interesting at this point is if I add like a waterfall that flows down from somewhere in the roof. I don't know, it's just like this weird idea that I think might be possible. And also I want to add like a plant researcher up there. I really want to get like a Rafflesia model, you know, like that really smelly plant that you find in the jungles. I really want to see if I can add that to Minecraft and have that up on like that higher area and have like an educator teaching about all the smelly jungle plants and stuff. So that'd be pretty fun to have. This gap that I'm building in the middle is going to be like a little pond area, and it's going to have like a custom tree growing out of it, and I think it would look pretty fancy. But you'll see in a moment that I realised that I didn't make the river deep enough, so yeah, right here. So I had to go along and dig it all out again. It wasn't too much trouble. This bridge is probably the most adorable thing I've ever built in Minecraft. It's just so cute. Oh my goodness. Of course, placing down fences so silly people don't wander into the water. Oh, and also to keep like frogs in as well. We don't want like poison dart frogs jumping onto people. Definitely not a good idea. So I wasn't really sure what to do for the walls. I was going to leave the natural curvy bits in the middle, but I thought it would look a bit weird if I placed glass on top to stop like birds flying out. So in the end I decided that I was going to settle on building like warehouse walls with like a slopey roof that would let light in as well. And yeah, the colour scheme I used was okay. It was stained clay, quarried stone, and also dyed birch logs. And it wasn't too bad. It looks nice. I think it doesn't quite suit the area, but if I cover it with some leaves and shrubs and things, I think it would look a bit better. Another issue I have is that this area that I'm building currently is like floating, so I wasn't sure whether to move the birch wood down with the curvature of the land or whether just to leave it. So at the moment it's just currently like floating, and I'll have to figure out a solution for that a bit later. But if you see the area in the bottom right, that's not really used for anything. So what I want to do is like maybe put some animals in there or something, and then build like a glass window into the rocky wall that I'm gonna line the path with. I don't know, just a suggestion that I have, and I'll see what I can come up with a bit later. It was at this point that I realised that because this is a 49 by 49 square, I would have to place 2,401 carpenter's blocks for the roof, so there was no way I was doing that, so I sort of cheated a bit with World Edit. I got rid of the materials that I'd gathered though, so it wasn't fully cheating, but yeah, you can see the finished result here, and it was, yeah, there was no way I was placing that all by hand. So I've decided that I'm going to stop the speed build for today. I'm actually going to split it into two parts because this video is going to end up being super long, and it's already been 5 days since I've posted the last ZooCrafting video, so it's about time that I get this released. And I just heard a spider die. I don't know where it is. I think it might be in some of the tunnels beneath me, maybe. But yeah, this isn't finished at all. I've still got a lot of work to do. I've got to change up some of the barriers here. I've already started to do so. But I also want to make like natural looking divisions. So instead of using these, what are these called actually? Oak wood post fence. So instead of using these post fences, I want to use like bamboo and like leaves and logs and things that would give like a nice natural division instead of a big blocky fence. Which I did try to do here and in other places, like the logs here as well. And I really like how the roof turned out as well. It's white and it's pretty and it's very big and it lets in a lot of light. I don't know whether I've built it too low down though, because this is the tropical house and the trees in the Amazon tend to get very, very, very tall. So I might have to raise the roof a bit. I'm not sure how much. And I also do need to build the back wall here to like separate this part of the exhibit from the other part as well. I'm just actually just going to head up there very quickly. So yeah, this part up here, I'm going to add like a rocky wall at the back. I'm going to make it quite high just so that the birds can't fly over. I might also have to figure out another solution to that, like maybe invisible bedrock or something to stop the butterflies from one part going into the other part. And I also thought what would be a good idea is if I turn this area down here into like a place for Amazon crocodiles or something, because that way like it's a completely different section of the tropical house, and I can put like predators in here that would eat the birds that are in there, or maybe frogs because the birds would also eat the frogs. I don't know, but I'll figure something out. And I'm super pleased with how this little bridge turned out as well. It's a Carpenter's block floor and a ArchitectureCraft railings, and they look very pretty. It looks so adorable. It's so cute. And what else? Yeah, we've still got a lot of work to do, and I want to build like a custom tree here as well that I could put like some bird nests in, but we'll figure this all out in the next episode when I finish this exhibit, hopefully. So yeah, sorry for the delay. As always, the code is on screen, and I hope that this turns out amazingly. So hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye. Bye.